Hi everyone, Lori Marie here, mixed media artist in Vallejo, California. Barb and I have a very fun project that we're going to do with you today. Our group is the Calm Unity Projects, which you will learn more and more and more about those adventures as we go forward. And this particular project is called Artist's Circle of Caring. And you're going to create 3 circles, decorated, embellished the way that you choose. Hopefully you'll be able to play with some friends on the table. One of these will be for the group. One of these will be for your group. One of these will be for yourself. And then the third one you will send to me, and we will figure out a deadline for that, so that all of these will be sent to me in Vallejo, California, and I will do an installation. I will video the installation of all of our artist circles of caring, which will be so much fun. So drag out your jelly plate and some fun paints and a brayer, and the template is available to you. The one that I use in the video has a number spot on it. Barb and I have decided to remove that part. We don't need a number. One for you, one for your community, and one for Vallejo, California for the installation. So you don't really need to put the numbers on. Okay? So I will put my information underneath the video. Barb will put her information underneath the video. And then if you have any questions, you can reach out to us. So a very fun community project that we can do together. Love that. See you on the table. Okay, good morning. This is my gorgeous Calm Unity Practices Circle. Hopefully you've got the template by now. This was designed by Barb. Has room for your name, email, title of your piece, date, and number. I'm going to suggest everyone make 3 pieces. I think that would be fun. I have a very gunky jelly plate. I'm sure yours won't look like this. Maybe it will. I don't know. It might be brand new and it might be clean. And I have 3 pieces of paper that I pulled out of the bin. These are 3 pieces of printer paper. And I'm going to repurpose those. And I have 9 different colors of paint and some water in a little sprayer. My intention is to use 3 colors on each print. I'm going to start off by using that lovely green and a brayer. My brayer is well loved as well. Spread that paint out on your jelly plate. Lay a piece of printer paper. There again, I'm using recycled papers. If you have another brayer, a clean brayer, you'll use that to push your pages down, or you can use your hands, or you can use the same brayer. It will have paint on it, and that is okay with me. And we'll peel that up. Picking up some of that yummy paint that was on there before. And that is the beginning of a print for us. I will set that aside to dry. Bring in this luscious teal. You never know what's going to happen on a jelly plate. It may pick some of it up. It may not pick some of it up. As you could see, it does layer. Picks up some of the old layers, which is some of the magic. There's the beginning of our second one. This is a yellow craft paint that I brought in. You can use a tube paint, you can use inks, You can use watercolors. Bring in my last recycled piece. Push that down with my brayer. And page number 3. So now we're going to go back to the first page. These are my favorites where they get all that gunk underneath. I love that. I'm going to bring in Pearl Golden Hour. Bring my first jelly print back in. Push that down with my brayer. Beautiful. I think I'll bring some purple in. This is really a dark paint. We're still picking up that orange from who knows when that went down. Bring in our second jelly print. This was our second one. That's beautiful. So this is what the 3 of them look like right now. Love this little bit of orange in there. That's beautiful. All right. Bringing in some burnt sienna. I'm going to bring this one in and add a little bit of burnt sienna to that. Just smooth that one down lightly with my hands. I'm not going to use the brayer for that. Gorgeous. Soak up a little bit more with that. Beautiful. So let's bring in a little bit of magenta. Tap it down. Beautiful. Now I still have some of that magenta on there. Not enough to really do anything with. Let me bring a little bit of the yellow back in. Lay down a stencil. Pick one. I'll take that one. Well, let me see. Yeah, we'll take this one. Put that down. Bring that brayer in, really push it down into that stencil. Very nice. Bring in some purple. Same stencil, different stencil, whatever you want to play with. I'm going to take the ghost of that one. All right, we are going to let those dry. I'm going to bring in some white acrylic, smush it all over that nice grungy gel plate. Bring in a piece of printer paper. Brayer that down. That's beautiful. And one more cleanup. So one of the cleanup sheets had a lot of paint on it, so I'm gathering up some of the paint on some of the other jelly prints, just laying them together. This one ripped a little bit. I love that. This is one of my favorites, of course, all the cleanup. So this is what we have right now. These yummy, delicious jelly prints. We're going to let those dry, and then we'll come back and play with them. I'm going to add a little bit of the burnt sienna. This is a liquid acrylic. One more plain piece of paper. All right, that's beautiful. All right, so we have several to choose from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to let those dry, and then we're going to come back and play with those. Those are going to be so fun. So next I'm going to cut out my Calm Unity Practices Artist Circle of Caring. Bring in a piece of cardboard. And cut out my template. Bring in one of my backgrounds. I'm going to use this as a background. Trace that. Cut that out. Do the same with this background and this background. So I have 3 background circles. I'm going to bring in, these are the jelly prints that we played with. You can stamp on these now. You can put transfer foil on them. You can doodle on them, however you want to make them yours. Trace those, cut those out. So now I have 3 backgrounds, and I have 3 of the darker colored jelly prints. I'm going to cut these in half. And some circles. They don't have to be, or they're arcs or arches. Half circles, we'll call them half circles. And I really like the background pieces, so I'm going to cut those into circles as well. We won't get complete circles out of these. That's okay. I'm okay with that. We're going to play with them anyway. Cut those in half. These are incomplete. We'll set those aside. They'll be used for something else. All right, I'm going to turn them all face up so I can see what I'm playing with. What's really fun if you are playing with your community is to everyone toss their half circles into the center of the table, and then everyone can pick different colors, which is really, really fun. I'm going to play with the ones that I made today with the glue stick. You can put on as many half circles as you would like. I'm going to cut this one in half and use that on the edge. So fun. All right, I'm going to do the others in the same fashion. So there are my three fun circles. They are gorgeous. You can leave them like that, or you can continue to play with them. I've taken these to the sewing machine and I sewed the spiral. This is in like a lime green. This is in purple. This is in green, like a darker green. I'm going to bring my Stabilo in and add some low lights to some areas. And around the edge. And just some low lighting in some spots. And I'll do that to the other pieces as well. All right, I'm going to do one more thing with mine before I glue them on. This is some transfer foil, very well loved transfer foil. And some spray tacky glue. A little whisper of that there. Bring the transfer foil in, sunny side up. Smush that down on my community circle. And we have a whisper of gold on there. Can you see that? It's beautiful. And I'll do that to all three circles. Beautiful. So here are the gorgeous circles. So beautiful. We're going to do one more fun little trick. So this is more like what the transfer foil looks like when it's new. I like to use the old ones just for this smattering of gold rather than a real thick coat of gold. I do have some newer stuff here. I just want to show you a fun little trick with glue dots. All right, here's a glue dot right here. Take that, put that down on my circle. Bring in the foil where there's a lot of foil. Poke that down. And then you have a fun little dot of gold as well. So that's very fun. I'm going to add a couple of gold dots to this. You can add gold dots to your pieces, or you don't have to, of course. It's just a another fun little thing to play with. I'm bringing in my community circle. I put Mod Podge on it, but you can certainly use a glue stick here as well. And I'll do that to all 3 circles. I'll bring in my black StazOn ink, go around the edge. Edges are all low lighted. Bring in my Crop-A-Dile. Pop a hole at, I think I'll put it here. Putting it right in the dot of the eye for unity. Install an eyelet there. Bring in some thread. This is some binding thread. Pop it through that eyelet. Tie a little knot there. Okay, there are my 3 pieces. I will title them and put my email on them, and those are ready to join the rest of them. Join yours. All right, go create, go play, go have fun.